Jackson Marshall. Batting fifth and playing third base from Weston, Oklahoma, number 24, Jalen Sepulveda. Batting sixth, the designated hitter from Keene State, number 43, Evan Kelly. Batting seventh and doing the catching from Carson Newman, number 15, Wyatt Huffman. Batting eighth and playing shortstop from Stonehill College, number 5, Ryan LeClaire. Batting ninth and playing right field from Assumption University, number 25, Jamison Howland. Pitching for Worcester this afternoon from Vanderbilt University, number 55, Pat Clemmy. The manager for the Bravehearts is Luke Beckstein. He is assisted by pitching coach Greg Stagnani and hitting coach Mike Maher. And now, fans, here's the starting lineup for your Norwich Sea Unicorns. Leading off and playing second base from the University of Pennsylvania, number 39, Caden Fay. Batting second, your designated hitter from the University of Connecticut, number 40, Bryce Detweiler. Batting third and playing right field from UMass Amherst, number 43, Gavin O'Brien. Batting in the cleanup position and playing shortstop from Penn State University, number 2, Alec Warden. Batting fifth and playing center field from UMass Amherst, number 7, Anthony Torado. Batting sixth and playing third base from Sacred Heart University, number 4, C.J. Nolan. Batting seventh and playing left field from Rutgers University, number 34, Jack Sweeney. Batting eighth and doing the catching from UMass Lowell, number 23, Cal Chance. Batting ninth and playing first base from the University of Rhode Island, number 45, Ryan Thompson. Pitching this afternoon for your Sea Unicorns from the University of Connecticut, number 42, Hector Alejandro. The manager for Norwich is Kyle Dombrowski. He is assisted this summer by pitching coach Zach Gitcher, assistant coaches Ryan Hyde, Colt Region, Leaf Biglow, volunteer assistant coach Andy Baylock, director of player development Kevin Murphy. Fans, those were the starting lineups for today's game, and you'll find those starting lineups are also posted on the wall on the concourse behind the press box.
Test.
Your umpires in this afternoon's game, behind the plate, John Koziuk. Now on the bases, Chris Harrington and Steve Sanderson. Sea Unicorns manager Kyle Dombrowski is her honorary bench coach, Sophia. Sophia is brought to you by Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Norwich. Okay, fans, now I direct your attention out to the pitches bound for this afternoon's ceremonial first pitch. Coming out to the mound, please welcome Ryan Simonet. Okay, Ryan. Your first name is the last name of a famous pitcher. Let's live up to that name. Just a little bit outside. Thank you, Ryan. Enjoy the game this afternoon.
The noise is loud. But talk, that's never won a game.
A swing and a miss. He struck him out.
But staying on top, that's the true battle. The roster's changed, but the heart beats the same. The mission is still alive.
This is lifted out to left field. You can't forget about it. This is well struck. It is hit deep out to left field. Good throw home. It's cut off. It's a tie game.
A shot at number 3.
2-2. This is thrown to left field. It's going to win the ball game.
On behalf of everyone with the Norwich Sea Unicorns, SNSN Sports, I'm Adam Plager saying so long and good.
The good times are rolling in the month of July. Norwich winners again last night, full team win against the Westfield Starfires. Norwich now just 3 games back of 500, 1 game out of the 4th in final playoff spot. Norwich will have their hands full once again today. The Worcester Bravehearts are making their way back to Dodd Stadium. It's the first place Worcester Bravehearts matinee baseball here at historic Dodd Stadium. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Adam Plager, welcoming you to the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. Boy, hasn't this month been a lot of fun? Well, it sure has here. Norwich, 4 of a possible 5 wins this month. Potentially could have had that 5th game. Things went a little bit awry, though, in that 5th inning against the Worcester Bravehearts. But overall, you talk about great pitching consistently. Everybody takes an entire staff. They're getting it right now. Timely hitting from the offense. Finding some ways to cut through in the clutch. Norwich getting some of that timely offense, and defensively making some plays. Well, let's go back last night. Huge team win. That's what we talked about, right? If you want to have sustained success in this league, it takes everybody. From the number 1 batter in the lineup all the way down to the bottom of the order, your starter to the closer to slam the door shut. Everybody, pitching-wise, defensively, making some plays. Norwich getting contributions throughout the roster right now, and it has turned into a fun start to the month of July. Last night, Matt Wooten's show once again. Yeah, let's roll the highlights. Wooten's rolled at Dodd Stadium. I mean, are you kidding me? Who does that? Back-to-back 7 shutout inning performances. I mean, just electric stuff right now from the Eastern Connecticut State product. But it's about pounding the strike zone in attack mode. Confident right now in all of his pitches. He believes he can get anybody out. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter what pitch he's throwing. He believes in his stuff right now. He's got electric stuff, and he was all over Westfield last night. 7 shutout innings. He allows just the 7 hits. 7 strikeouts now in back-to-back outings. He doesn't walk anybody for the 2nd straight outing. He picks up his 3rd win of the summer. Norwich enjoys playing behind him. The Sea Unicorns now as a team 4-1 every time. It's Matt Wooten time on the rubber. Following the victory last night, we spoke with Matt Wooten on another strong performance. Here's what the Sea Unicorns pitcher had to say following last night's win. Joined now by tonight's player of the game, Matt Wooten. Back-to-back 7 shutout performances. What was working for you here tonight?
I mean, really just been the theme of the summer, just getting ahead, staying ahead, no walks, and really just using my stuff, going against all the hitters, and then whatever works out best. But yeah, definitely getting ahead and throwing strikes.
How about your catcher, Joe Durso? I think you like pitching to him. How fun is it to throw to him?
It's awesome. I mean, I have all the confidence in the world in him, and so it just makes it so much easier to throw any pitch wherever because I know he's going to either block it or frame it, so it's awesome. All the confidence.
I think the defense likes playing behind you. Aiden Stern laying out to make a diving catch. Jack Sweeney hoses the guy at the plate. How much fun is it to see them play the way they did tonight?
It's awesome. I mean, whenever I make a mistake, I miss my spot and they hit it. I mean, it's awesome to see the guys in the field picking me up. And I mean, it makes everything more better.
The bats come to life today. Couple runs to pick you up today to give you the win with 2 in the 4th and a big 7th inning. How about the energy tonight at Dodd Stadium?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, the fans were into it. Everyone on the bench was into it. The bullpen's into it. I mean, it was awesome. It was so fun.
All right, last one for you. Back here tomorrow against the Worcester Bravehearts. Train is rolling right now. How much fun is it to play in the month of July?
I mean, the Sea Unicorns don't lose in the month of July. I mean, it's our month. That's all it is.
Lots of fans here tonight. What do you want to say to them for coming out?
I mean, I appreciate it so much. All the guys appreciate it. I mean, we love signing all the autographs for the kids. I mean, it's awesome. It just makes the environment so much more fun.
Matt Woon, great performance tonight as always. Thanks for the time and best of luck.
Thank you.
I think he's having a lot of fun right now. I mean, why wouldn't you? Are you kidding me? Back-to-back 7 shutout inning performances, back-to-back Futures League Pitcher of the Night awards, well-deserved, as he should. I mean, who else are you giving the award to when it's a Matt Woon? Norwich Sea Unicorn baseball is on the air from Dodd Stadium. It's the Norwich Sea Unicorns and the first place Worcester Bravehearts. Norwich had a doubleheader split with them earlier in the week. For all those watching the pregame show, we'll have that following the game if you want to see the entire pregame show. Some early technical difficulties, but we'll have it again on YouTube. Play-by-play will be shared on all Sea Unicorn social medias. Want to make sure you have a chance to watch it as Hector Alejandro makes his long-awaited return to Norwich. Last season he was lights out, 2.16 the ERA, 5-0 the record for him, 28 strikeouts to the 9 walks. He was a workhorse for Norwich, no-hitter to his name. They came against these Worcester Bravehearts back on June the 20th. Top offense in the Futures League against the Yukon Husky, Hector Alejandro, who has entered the transfer portal. Looking for a new home, Caleb Woodward swings and misses through strike one. Officially underway, 1:07 p.m. local time. Norwich trying to finish off what has been an outstanding week, 4-1 to this point. The only loss came against Worcester on Independence Day. They dropped the opener 4-2. 1-1 home. That misses downstairs, ball 2. Worcester is top team in the Futures League. Well, it's driven by their offense. They make plenty of noise with their bats. Now a fly ball in the air out to right center field. Backing up is Torado. He sizes it up. He makes the grab. Woodward retired. 1 down.
The left fielder from Salve Regina, number 33.
This will bring up the Salve Regina product, Evan O'Rourke, as we meet the Norwich infield defense over at third base, C.J. Nolan. The shortstop, Alec Warden, 3-hit game for him yesterday. The first pitch home is a bouncing ball headed on a hop to the second baseman. Fay has it across the diamond in time. O'Rourke retired, 2 up, 2 down. If you remember watching Hector Alejandro last summer, such a treat, but he's so aggressive within the strike zone. He utilizes his pitch as well. Confident right-hander on the mound for Norwich. Excited to have him back here in 2025 as Norwich tries to make a second-half run after just a slow start to the season. Norwich has really turned the tide here in the month of July. At second base today for Norwich, Caden Fay. Ryan Thompson at first base. The Norwich outfield from left to right. Out in left field today, Jack Sweeney, first time for him out there this summer. Anthony Torado in center field, and Gavin O'Brien in right field. Now a pitch sawed away foul, and the battle will continue. Norwich pitcher-catcher battery, Cal Chance, the riser, with an opportunity to catch Hector Alejandro. That's the pitcher-catcher battery. Batter at the plate here is Casey Wensley. He's at second base today for Luke Beckstein's group. The pitch, soft liner over to the shortstop. No problem for Alec Warden. Hector Alejandro, a 1-2-3 first for him as he makes his return to Dodd Stadium. Worcester nothing, and the Sea Unicorns coming to the plate when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Leading off for your Sea Unicorns from the University of Pennsylvania, the second baseman, number 39, Caden Fay.
Ready to go here, home half of the first inning. It'll be Caden Fay to lead things off against the left-hander Pat Clemmy, as we will take a look at the Sea Unicorns batting order in a moment when we get a chance. Fay back in there for Norwich. First time for him back in there. First time he's batting in the leadoff spot for the Sea Unicorns. 1-0 delivery misses. It's 2-0. Fay last played on June 29th against the Bees. It was a forgettable game for him. He made a couple of errors defensively, trying to turn the page here today. Norwich has been rolling as of late. Second time this summer Norwich played a game without any errors committed last night. 2 balls, no strikes to the right-handed hitting second baseman Fay. Inside corner, strike one. Back in the count is Pat Clemmy, a riser headed to Vanderbilt. One of the top Division I collegiate baseball programs. Riser 6 feet 5 inches, 220 pounds. The 2-1. Check swing from Fay. It's on the outside corner, strike two. Third start of the summer for Clemmy. Trying to steer the ship back in the right direction for himself. ERA locked in at 13.5. The pitch. This is upstairs. Now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Clemmy, a native of Middletown, Rhode Island. Last outing for him, he lasted just an inning and 2/3 against the Starfires. He surrendered 2 earned runs in that outing. Count is full with the leadoff man, Fay. Now a bouncing ball. It is fair down the left field line. On the run to hunt it down is O'Rourke. Leadoff double, Caden Fay. And Norwich in business to start the afternoon. Here's a look at the Sea Unicorns batting order presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling. Connecticut's local trusted experts in home improvement. Artisan Building and Remodeling. Batting second for Norwich is Bryce Detweiler. Gavin O'Brien bats third. He's in right field. Alec Warden in the cleanup spot for the first time. He's the shortstop. Anthony Trotto bats fifth. He's in center field. CJ Nolan at third. He bats sixth. Jack Sweeney in left field batting 7th. Cal Chance, the catcher, bats 8th, with Ryan Thompson rounding out the batting order. He bats 9th. Lemmy began his summer on June 15th. He just won an inning against the Lake Monsters, 2 earned runs in that outing. He allowed the 4 hits. Walks have been a problem for Clemmy at times. He issued 4 walks in an inning and 2/3 his last time out. The tall lefty set at the belt, third base side of the mound. The 0-1 home. That's down and in. The count is even, a ball and a strike. Count is even. Now a liner. It is back up the middle. Bryce Detweiler sends it back up the middle. RBI single, 2 straight hits. Fay comes around to score. Norwich on the board first. It's 1-0. Attack early. That's been the game plan for Norwich here in the month of July. Just don't allow opposing starters to settle in. Norwich has strung together a couple of nice swings here. First, Fay doubles down the left field line, and Bryce Detweiler pops it back up the middle. Hits in 6 of his last 7 games. Now it's Gavin O'Brien. O'Brien cooled off a little bit yesterday after an insanity run for himself. He was 0 for 4, but still productive. 2 sacrifice flies. The pitch, that fastball misses downstairs, ball 1. Lefty to the righty, O'Brien, the pitch down and in. Now the count moves to ball 2. A look at the Bravehearts defensively. Jalem Sepulveda's at third base. Ryan LeClaire at short. Casey Wensley at second. With Jackson Marshall at first. He's played every game this summer for the Bravehearts. Hitters count, 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. This is sawed away out to the right field side. That is going beyond the Norwich bullpen, out of play. The Worcester outfield from left to right. Evan O'Rourke in left field. Caleb Woodward in center. And Jamison Howland in right field. Pitcher-catcher battery is Pat Clemmy dealing to Wyatt Hoffman. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the runner is going. The pitch misses inside. Throw down from Hoffman. Not in time. Stolen base. Bryce Detweiler. And the Sea Unicorns continuing to do the little things right. Norwich yesterday, 5 stolen bases. Entering the month, Norwich was the league worst in the stolen base department. It's these Worcester Bravehearts that have the lead. Over 85 steals already for Luke Beckstein's group. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. Hoffman set up inside the 3-1 home. Outside it misses, a 5-pitch walk to O'Brien. And Norwich has some traffic at first and second with nobody out. This will mean a chance for the cleanup hitter, Alec Warden.
Number 4, Alec Warden.
Worcester wearing their navy blue tops. Worcester writing in a white across the chest. The green numbers on the back, also on the bottom right of the front of the uniforms. White outline there. Ray Bottoms for Worcester on the road. Norwich in their traditional home white uniforms with the gold Sea Unicorns writing across the chest. Alec Warden had his first 3-hit game of the summer yesterday for the Sea Unicorns. Using the speed to his advantage. The ball and no strikes, the 1-0 home. Now jammed inside as Warden, the count is even. So far this summer, Warden batting .255. 6 feet, 180 pounds in the righty box. Even count, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. This is hit well on the ground. It's right to Sepulveda. He steps on the third base bag. He fires across the diamond. It is in time. Warden doubled up. It is 5-3 on the double play. Twin killing. O'Brien moves to second. 2 outs.
The center fielder, UMass Amherst, number 7, Anthony.
They call the third base the hot corner for a reason. It got on Sepulveda in a hurry, but he did a nice job slowing the play down. He realized that no matter what, the base runner, Detweiler, had to go to third. Runners at first and second for Norwich, forced out there. And then Sepulveda wired it across the diamond. O'Brien tying his cleats, realigns himself. Now it's Anthony Tirado, the Sea Unicorns center fielder today. Tirado last played against the Bravehearts both games of the doubleheader. He had the day off yesterday. 1 for 6 in that doubleheader against the Bravehearts was Tirado. With a double as well, he drew a walk in that Game 2 victory. The 1-0 home. Outside corner fastball grazes the outer edge. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Be a big boost for Columbia to get through this inning without further damage. Norwich had it going immediately. Leadoff double and then the RBI single from Detweiler, who continues to swing the bat well. O'Brien stands at second. Hitters count, 2 balls, 1 strike to the left-handed hitting center fielder Anthony Tirado. The pitch. This is a bouncing ball. It's fair to third. Sepulveda has been busy. He'll make every out this inning for the Bravehearts defensively. Norwich on the board first on the RBI single, Bryce Detweiler. 1-0 Norwich. The second is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Early lead for Hector Alejandro, ready to go here, top of the second inning. Fans, get your tickets now. Thirsty Thursday coming at you next Thursday, July the 10th, when the Norwich Sea Unicorns play host to the Westfield Starfires. Other Thirsty Thursday dates include July 17th, as well as July 10th and 17th there for those Thirsty Thursdays. And August the 7th. Get your tickets now. Go seaunicorns.com. 1 delivery is on the outside corner, strike 2. Beer specials as always on Narragansett for all Thirsty Thursday home games. Full count leverage here for Alejandro on the right-handed slugger Jackson Marshall. Now a liner. It is on the backhand side. Diving grab there at short for Alec Warden, 1 down. Good range over there for Warden, going from his left to his right. Couple of lineouts for Warden headed his way. He's made the play both times. Now it's the third baseman, Jalem Sepulveda.
Sepulveda, 6 feet 4 inches, 220 pounds in the righty box. He's at third base. He was a busy man in the bottom of the first inning. He's made every play defensively behind Pat Clemmy. Now high and tight is Alejandro with a fastball, ball one. Sepulveda, native of the Bronx, New York. Western Oklahoma product. We've seen Sepulveda pitch a little bit this summer too. Last outing for Sepulveda was June 27th. Now come and get me fastball, head high, backs away Sepulveda, ball two. Alejandro wants the inside corner, but it's been a little too far inside. Now a hitter's count, 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 home. That's on the inside corner. The count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cal Chance, the catcher today for the Sea Unicorns, making his 3rd start of the summer. Second time Chance is caught against the Bravehearts. Full count, the 3-2 to Sepulveda. A swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Alejandro punches out Sepulveda, 2 down.
Now approaching the plate, the designated hitter from Keene State, number 43, Evan Kelly.
Chance has already gotten the chance to catch some great arms this summer. Matt Wooten for his season debut. What a treat that was for him. In a 4-0 win over Nashua. Count is a ball and no strikes here to the designated hitter, Evan Callie. Alejandro trying to work a scoreless second inning. The righty to the plate. Swing and a miss on the high fastball, strike 2. Alejandro is electric stuff. Looking for a new home in 2025. After completing 3 seasons at UConn. Pitchers count, the 1-2. Outside, ball 2. So far this summer, the designated hitter, Evan Callie, batting .291. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The righty to the plate, that misses inside. Check swing, holding up is Callie. Alejandro is ready to head into the Sea Unicorns dugout. Just incredible stuff for Alejandro last summer, 5-0. Norwich really played some of their best baseball every time he was out there. The 3-2, a swing and a miss, strike 3. Alejandro punches out Callie with a changeup. Nice change in pace there for Alejandro. 2 scoreless innings for him this afternoon. 1-0 Norwich on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
We're headed to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 for the host here. Fans, plenty of upcoming promotions coming to Dodd Stadium here in the month of July. Want to see you here July 10th, July 17th, Thursday.
We're going camping, baseball summer camp day, Wednesday, July 16th. And Unity in the community on Friday, July 18th. Post-game fireworks, K-Cancer night as well. A lot happening. Get your tickets today at GoSeaUnicorns.com. Norwich has an early lead, thanks to the RBI single from Bryce Detweiler against Pat Clemmy to start this ball game.
The third baseman, Sacred Heart University, number 4, C.J. Nolan.
C.J. Nolan will lead things off for Norwich. C.J. homered against the Bravehearts at Fitton Field on Friday in the opener in the second inning as well. A lot harder to slug him out of Dodd Stadium. Now on the first pitch, this is hopped foul out of play. Looks like Worcester has already gone into the bullpen today. Just one inning today for Pat Clemmy. The pitch, CJ saws it away foul. No balls, 2 strikes. The delivery on the outside corner, strike 3. Frozen is C.J. Nolan, 1 down.
The left fielder from Rutgers University, number 34, Jack Sweeney.
Jack Sweeney will come to the plate. New pitcher in the ball game for the Bravehearts is David Siciliano. Rising sophomore out of the University of Fort Lauderdale, Shrewsbury, Massachusetts native. Clemmy goes just the 1 inning today. The delivery bounces to the plate. It's ball 1. Sweeney had a hit for himself yesterday. It was a double poke down the line. He also drew a walk. Came around to score for the Norwich. Now he chases the high fastball from Siciliano. Well, Luke Beckstein has been as aggressive as they are with the way he's handled his roster throughout the summer. He's immediately departed to the bullpen. This will be a bullpen game the rest of the way. Now jammed inside is Sweeney, strike 2. Siciliano, 6 feet, 175 pounds. He's making his 8th appearance of the summer. They're all out of the bullpen. Pitchers count, leverage here for the right-hander. The delivery, a swing and a miss, strike 3. A wipeout slider there for Sweeney, 2 down. Electric stuff there from Siciliano. Now it'll be the Sea Unicorns catcher, Cal Chance. Back-to-back strikeouts for Siciliano since he's entered the ball game. Just lights out stuff for him. Both swinging strikeouts. Different look for Norwich, too, with the right-hander instead of the lefty, Pat Clemmy. No balls, 1 strike here on the Sea Unicorns catcher, Cal Chance. Chance has played against Worcester already this summer. That was on Independence Day. Chance in that ball game was 1 for 2. Base hit for himself. He drew a walk, scored a run. In the 4-2 loss, he drew that walk before the C.J. Nolan 2-run blast. Even count, the 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Come and get me, fastball upstairs. Elevating the strike zone there is Siciliano. Chance out of Walcott, Connecticut. Attended the St. Paul's School. Western Connecticut native. The 1-2. This is a bloop shot. It's to the shortstop. LeClary ranges back. He makes the play. The inning is over. Nice grab out there, and short left field for Ryan LeClaire. A couple of strikeouts in the inning for Siciliano. Norwich down in order. The third is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's one, not two or three. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like, wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Ready to go. We're into the third inning here. 1-0 lead for Norwich fans. Stilly's Automotive is your full-service auto repair and sales center and a Connecticut certified emissions testing facility. From oil changes to engine work, Stilly's does it all, serving Eastern Connecticut since 2007. See why so many drivers count on Stilly's Automotive in Lisbon to keep their vehicles running right. Fans, we're going camping on Wednesday, July the 16th, when the Norwich Sea Unicorns play host to the New Britain Bees. Gates open at 10 a.m. First pitch scheduled for 11 a.m. Brunch with the Sea Unicorns. We want to see you here. Special camper rates apply for all those joining us here at Dodd Stadium. Book your group today, 860-887-7962. Leadoff man up in the inning is the catcher, Wyatt Hoffman. Delivery from Alejandro just misses outside, ball one. 1-0. That's lifted off the end of the bat. It's foul. Now the count is even. A ball and a strike. Hoffman so far this summer, the Carson Newman transfer, hitting .279. Second summer for Hoff here in the Futures League. The 1-1. Drilled back to the screen, strike two. Hoffman, a native of Berlin, New Jersey. 6 feet, 1 inch, 195 pounds in the righty batter's box. 15th game of the summer for Hoffman. Now he's looking outside, ball two. Count is even. Alejandro's been efficient today. He's worked 2 scoreless innings. 3 up, 3 down each go-around. That's on the outside corner, strike 3. Alejandro locks up Hoffman on the outside corner. 3 straight punch-outs. There's the shortstop, Ryan LeClaire. LeClaire was a late addition to the Worcester lineup on Friday after Henry DiGiorio was a late scratch. LeClaire played in both games. In the doubleheader, he also played yesterday against the Bees. Worcester coming off a mercy rule victory, 11-1 over New Britain. 5 runs, 7th inning. All of that was needed yesterday at Fitton Field. Ball and no strikes here. Now this is lifted in the air out to the left center field alley. This is going to get down and roll out towards the wall. Cutting it down out there in center field at the wall is Torado. He fires it back in. Leaping is the cutoff man there. Caden Feo is over the head of the shortstop, Alec Warden. Good backup there. Ringing 1-out double for Ryan LeClaire. First hit of the afternoon for Worcester. Just a pitch that stayed middle for Alejandro. Just didn't have the action on it that he would have liked. First loud noise of the game. Now it's the right fielder, Jamison Howland. Bottom of the order for Worcester, trying to produce some lightning in a bottle. On the first pitch, a fly ball in the air to right field. Underneath it is O'Brien. Tagging from second goes LeClary's into third on the fly out to right field. Now 90 feet away is the game-tying run. 2 outs here in the Worcester third. Top of the order we go. It's Caleb Woodward. Woodward out of Trinity College in Texas, San Pedro, California native. Woodward's been a regular in Luke Beckstein's group. He's been their everyday leadoff hitter. He looks at the changeup on the inside corner, strike one. Alejandro has been a strike thrower here today. 21 strikes for Alejandro in 33 pitches. Now the 0-1. That's the fastball. It's outside, ball one. Woodward this summer hitting a staggering .328. 8 runs driven in for himself. He's got the high socks on, navy blue socks with the neon green striping around it. The 1-1 home. That's down and in. Nice block back there by Cal Chance to keep that from going to the backstop. Nasty slider. And Chance found a way to block it. It misses down and into Caleb Woodward. He flied to center his first time up. Alejandro trying to strain the potential tying run at third. That's LeClary, doubled with 1 out this inning. The 2-1 delivery home. This is sawed away, foul off the luxury suite deck. It'll nestle in up there above our heads. The count is even. The deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Alejandro trying to work his third scoreless frame today in his Unicorns debut in 2025. The 2-2. Bouncing ball, tap foul. Alejandro, a native of Waterbury, Connecticut. The 2-2 delivery. This is off the end of the bat, flipping it foul. Woodward, he's battling with Alejandro. In the postseason, Hector was 0-1. In 2 starts, he had 11 2/3 innings worked. So how much different the postseason is to the regular season here. Now a swinging piece for Woodward. He stays alive. Good battle shaping here between Hector and Caleb Woodward. Trying to put an end here to the top of the third inning. Board at third as LeClary doubled this inning. Woodward's a leadoff man for a reason. He always sees a lot of pitches every time he gets up to the plate. 3 consecutive foul-offs. Now he corks this down the right field line. It's into the bullpen. Nice catch out there from one of the Unicorns relievers. Turning on it a little early there is Woodward. Woodward, a big kid, a tall frame for him. 6 feet 2 inches, 165 pounds. The 2-2. That is just outside. Borderline pitch, competitive pitch for Alejandro, but no dice. Now ball 4 misses and Woodward works his way on. 2 out walk. Now the Bravehearts have runners at the corners. A 10-pitch walk for Woodward. Really forcing Alejandro to battle here in this third inning. Now a chance for Evan O'Rourke. Dangerous part of the lineup awaiting Alejandro. One of the deepest lineups in the Futures League is Worcester's. Now the runner is going. A foul off back. It's out of play. Look at some of these numbers for Worcester as a team offensively. A league-leading 269 batting average. A league-leading 220 runs scored. 25 home runs, league-leading as well. 87 stolen bases. We'll see if Woodward is going to be off to the races. Now Alejandro checks in on him. Now Thompson has it in a pickle. Now coming around to scores the run there, and the ball game is tied. Well, Hector Alejandro had the base runner, Caleb Woodward, hung up. Norwich just couldn't get the tag down to Woodward, and he sneaks his way back to first base. The Bravehearts battled back to tie the game here in the third inning. The umpiring crew here today. John Kosick behind the plate. Chris Harrington, the first base umpire, and over at third, Steve Sanderson. That's the fastball that paints the outer edge. Always have to be careful with Caleb Woodward every time he reaches the base pass. Already 13 steals for him, a sizable lead. He is going. That misses downstairs. A good pitch to go on. Chance's throw is wide on the first base side of the second base bag. Good leaping reach there for the second baseman, Fay, to keep that from traveling into center field. Potential go-ahead run now in scoring position for Worcester. They've tied the game on a steal of home. Woodward bouncing around over at the second base bag. Now a fly ball in the air to right field. This was playable. Making the grab is O'Brien. The inning is over. Worcester fights back. They have tied the game. We're headed to the bottom of the third. 1-1 here in Norwich on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
9-1-2 due up for Norwich here against the reliever David Siciliano. Siciliano has been lights out since he's entered the ballgame. Couple strikeouts and a pop out. Game is tied here in the home half of the third. Sizzling grounder over to second. There is Wensley, fires to first, one down. One pitch is all that's needed to put away Thompson as we're underway here in the home half of the third inning. Fans, stick with us following the conclusion of this afternoon's game for the Capital Property Group post-game show. Capital Property Group Condo and Real Estate Management. Go to mycapitalteam.com. Find out who today's player of the game is following the game on the Capital Property Group post-game show. It's going to be a tall task for Norwich here today. It's the best in the Futures League and the Worcester Bravehearts. Now a line drive belted out into center field. Lead off knock there for Caden Fay for the leadoff hitter. After the earlier ground out, second hit of the ball game for Fay. And now Norwich has a one-out base runner for the designated hitter, Bryce Detweiler. Worcester 4-5 over their last 5 ball games. Similar story for Norwich. 2 hot teams here in the Futures League. A league leading 23 wins for the Bravehearts. Worcester as a team 8-2 overall over their last 10 contests. The pitch just misses low and away for ball 1. Vermont sits second place in the Futures League standings. Norwich will be there next weekend, Friday through Sunday, in Burlington at Centennial Stadium. Now a check-in on the base runner. Fay dives back in there safely. Vermont 21-13. They find themselves 2.5 games back of first place Worcester. Hitters count 2 balls, 1 strike to Detweiler. He was the Futures League Player of the Night on Friday. Now he chops it into right field over the head of Jackson Marshall. First to third goes Fay. And the top of the order continues to hit well here this afternoon. Now a 4 for 4 between Fay and Detweiler. Norwich threatening to take the lead here in the third. It's hard to hit them over the head of Jackson Marshall. He's 6 feet 8 inches. Just a turf blaster for Detweiler. He just pounded it into the turf, and he got a fun bounce that went sky high in the air over Marshall into right field. Norwich has them at their corners. Now it's Gavin O'Brien's turn. Siciliano's pitch up and in, ball 1. Norwich threatening here in the third inning. These runs so important for Norwich. Now on the move is Detweiler. Hoffman throws down to second. It's a good throw in there safely. Bryce Detweiler, a stolen base. But how about the catch and throw there from Wyatt Hoffman? There was a fastball headed outside. O'Brien was taking there. A good pitch to throw down for Hoffman. Made it a close call there for Detweiler, who's into scoring position. Norwich has them at second and third. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Threatening here against Siciliano. Marshall playing in at first. Same goes for Sepulveda at third. Now this is drilled foul off the bat of O'Brien. A ball and 2 strikes on the Norwich right fielder. O'Brien, a Salisbury, Connecticut native. Trying to restart the engine for himself. The 1-2. Down and away. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Prior to yesterday's hitless ball game, O'Brien was on a mini 3-game hitting streak. All multi-hit games for himself. Really picked up the pace for himself. A chance to give Norwich the lead. On 2-2 here from Siciliano. It's on the outside corner. It freezes O'Brien. 2 outs. Two down. Now it's the shortstop, Alec Warden. Still second and third, but 2 outs in the inning. Back to standard depth are the corner infielders for Worcester. The pitch. Breaking ball spirals downstairs, ball 1. One ball, no strikes here for Alec Warden. The pitch. That misses. Upstairs ball two. Siciliano at the University of Fort Lauderdale. As a redshirt freshman, pitched to a .292 ERA. 1-1 the record. 4 appearances, over 12 and a third innings worked. Opponent's hitch is .205 against him. Trying to keep the game tied is the righty. Righty on righty matchup here with 2 outs. Hoffman set up outside. 2-0 delivery. Outside ball 3. Full hitters count now for Warden. Open base available at first. But it would mean a chance for Anthony Tirado if he gets a turn here in the bottom of the third. Norwich trying to take the lead back. Worcester battled back to tie it in the top of the inning. 3-0 pitch home. That is cranked foul, first base side. The battle will continue. Siciliano attended Shrewsbury High School. A local kid for the Worcester Bravehearts. Shrewsbury not far from Worcester. A pretty neat story for Siciliano, who went 2 full years away from the game of baseball before making his return to the game. Three balls, 1 strike here on the shortstop, Warden. Runners at second and third for Norwich. The delivery home, a swing and a miss, strike 2. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners have the auto start if they choose. Detweiler at second, Fay at third. The full count pitch home. This is a liner right at Marshall. He makes the grab. Warden is retired, and Norwich strands a pair of base runners in scoring position. We're knotted at 1. We're headed to the 4th on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Inning number 4 is brought to you by Minster Payroll Solutions. If your business is looking for a trustworthy payroll service that will get the job done right, let Minster Payroll Solutions handle it for you. Thank you, Minster Payroll Solutions. The Sea Unicorns would like to welcome and thank our season ticket holders. Thank you and welcome to our host families.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Hector Alejandro's day has come to a close. He goes 3 innings here today for the Sea Unicorns. Allows 1 earned run on 1 hit. He struck out 3. He walked a batter. Strong opening act to the summer for the Waterbury, Connecticut native. It's now into the hands of the riser headed in Northeastern, Cooper Maher. Maher is making his 4th appearance of the summer, all out of the bullpen. 0-2 record, 8.43 the ERA. Maher, a native of Westerly, Rhode Island. Righty to the plate. Misses upstairs, ball one. Plenty of gas on the young right arm. Cooper Maher, he can touch 90. That's a full effort delivery as you watch. There's the fastball. Just misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Middle of the order for the Bravehearts here. 3, 4, and 5. Casey Wensley to start it out, the 2-0. On the outside corner, just getting that outer rim of the plate is Maher. He's back in the count. Second time this summer, Maher is facing the Worcester Bats. The 2-1 delivery, way inside it, almost clipped Wensley. Now 3-1 the count. Maher has only walked one hitter this summer, over 5 1/3 innings worked. In danger of walking the leadoff man. Now a bouncing ball foul. Speaking with the pitching coach, Zach Itcher, he really preached the command of the zone Norwich pitching has had over the week. It's been a real difference maker in the success Norwich has had. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chance set up outside. Maher's delivery is on the ground, headed back up the middle. Nice grab over there by the shortstop Warden, but his throw pulls Thompson off the first base bag. It was a laser off the bat of Wensley. I think they're going to give him an infield single. Second hit of the ball game for Worcester. Now it's the big man, Jackson Marshall. It was incredible that Warden even got to that baseball, just smoked off the bat of Wensley. Here's the cleanup man, Jackson Marshall. The transfer out of UConn. Maher checks in on the base runner, Wensley. For Maher, his last outing against Worcester, he lasted an inning and a third. Out of the bullpen, he suffered the loss. He allowed 2 earned runs on 3 hits. Did not walk anybody, didn't strike anybody out. No strikeouts yet this summer for the Westerly Rhode Island native Cooper Maher. 1 ball, no strikes here on Jackson Marshall. The pitch. This is corked off the end of the bat. It's dumped into the seats behind home plate. Another check in there on the base runner. Wensley dives back in there safely. The pitch. Fastball misses inside. Now the count's 2 balls, 1 strike. Maher attended Bishop Hendricken High School in the Westerly area. Hitters count, 2 balls, 1 strike to the dangerous Jackson Marshall. Fastball tails outside. Ball 3. Great life on the fastball for Maher, but have to find a way to stay in the zone here. This is the heart of the order for Worcester. The pitch up and in. 5-pitch walk. Now 2 on with nobody out. Infield single. Now the walk to Marshall. This is going to bring out the pitching coach, Zach Itcher. Cal Chance will join him. And so will the Norwich infield defense. Runners at first and second with nobody out. It doesn't take a lot for Worcester to get this engine started offensively. Fans, we want to see you out at the ballpark for Friday night fireworks. Next Friday night fireworks headed your way July 18th when the Norwich Sea Unicorns play host to these Worcester Bravehearts. 6:30 first pitch. American fireworks presented by Liberty Bank. It's also unity in the community. A lot of fun. We want to see you here. GoSeaUnicorns.com for more information. And fans, the Burns Agency in Norwich and Dayville, working smart and hard for residents and businesses since 1932. let us do the same for you too. Go to theburnsagency.com because you'll buy better at Burns. Big spot for Maher. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Here's Jalem Sepulveda. Sepulveda shows Bunny, pulls it back. It's a strike for Maher. I think a part of that conversation, yes, it's about settling down Maher, try to calm those nerves down, but also about some tactics for Norwich defensively. Sepulveda can bunt. He also runs well. Sacrifice bunt in store here for the Bravehearts. Playing way in at first is Ryan Thompson. Back is the third baseman, Nolan. Fastball misses down and away. The count is even. Have to trust your stuff more than anything. You have to believe in it. For Maher, you have to believe that your stuff is better than any of those Worcester bats. He has swing and miss potential. Count is even, the 1-1 home. This is slicing foul right field side. Such a great challenge, especially with a lot of these risers here on Kyle Dombrowski's roster. This is the moment you have to live for. Game on the line in a tight spot against some of the top players. Pitchers count, the 1-2 home. Wipeout slider misses. Trying to drop it off the table was the righty Maher. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sepulveda. He struck out against Alejandro back in the second inning today. Maher looking for his first out of the inning. Now playing back is Thompson, reaching out and poking it foul is Sepulveda. A lot of fun to see so many guys play as two-way players. See a lot more of it now, especially for younger players. The 2-2 upstairs, ball 3. The pitch, another foul off for Sepulveda. Sepulveda at Western Oklahoma, junior college. As a pitcher, worked 49 in the third innings. ERA of 3.10. Now inside for ball 4 is Maher. Back-to-back walks, and the Bravehearts have loaded the bases. Norwich has a man loosening in the bullpen down the right field side. As Maher loses Sepulveda after he was ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. Sepulveda was only a pitcher at Western Oklahoma. Getting his opportunities as a hitter here in the Futures League with the Bravehearts. Bases loaded, a chance for Evan Calley. Back in the full windup is Maher, the fastball on the inside corner, strike 1. Sepulveda certainly has handled the bat well for himself. He's batting .344 in the Futures League. He stands at first, the 0-1. Up and away, ball 1. The count is even here on Evan Calley. Calley struck out his first time to the plate. Norwich trying to stretch out Hector Alejandro, who has just made his return to the Futures League. Strong performance from him. Now a foul off back to the screen, strike 2. Nice to see Hector go 3 innings today. He really had a battle. Caleb Woodward's 10-pitch at bat. I think a big reason why that outing might have been cut short a little bit for him. Have to keep the pitch count in mind. A ball and 2 strikes. Maher ahead of Calley. The pitch. Foul off. It goes off of Cal Chance, and it almost found a home into the broadcast booth up here. Runners everywhere for Worcester. Wensley at third, Marshall at second. Sepulveda at first. Looks like Cal Chance is going to be all right. Pitcher's count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The righty working in the full windup to the left-handed hitting DH Evan Callie. Still nobody out. The pitch home. Inside it, backs up. Callie for ball 2. Callie out of Keene State. Plenty of Keene State representation throughout the Futures League. The 2-2 misses downstairs. Maher was trying to expand the zone of Callie, who was able to keep away from the changeup. Count is full. Another full count for Maher. The 3-2. Swinging a bouncer foul. Chance just unable to hold on to it. Maher really forced to work here against Worcester in the 4th, trying to take the lead. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Infield single and a couple of walks have loaded them up. Another full count pitch home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Maher with the high fastball. He beats Callie upstairs, 1 out. Must-have strikeout, just a must-have out to have. That first out so tough to get. Here's the skipper, Kyle Dombrowski, and he's going to end the afternoon for Cooper Maher. He gets just the 1 out here. Bases will remain loaded. New pitcher entering the ball game for the Sea Unicorns. We'll meet him when we come back.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Look at your Wyatt Hoffman.
It's the Yale Bulldog, Nick West, in the ball game. He's already had some big moments this week for Norwich. The first delivery just misses outside, ball 1. West out of Gopchus, Texas. Get that pronunciation down. Always a tongue twister there, but he's missed the first 2 pitches here to begin the battle with Wyatt Hoffman. 2 balls, no strikes. Back in the count is West, 2 balls and a strike. West, a native of Nacogdoches, Texas. The 2-1 just misses for ball 3. A couple borderline pitches for West have just missed the zone. Now there's strike two. Similar spot. This time West gets the call. Hoffman yet to take the bat off his shoulder. It's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. West picked up the victory against Nashua on Wednesday. Now he gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. West battles back in the count from 3-1. He gets a strikeout to Hoffman. And Norwich pitching has back-to-back strikeouts. 2 down. Here's the shortstop, Ryan LeClaire. LeClaire doubled down the left field line. Check that out to the left center field alley. His first trip up. That was the only hit for Worcester until the infield single from Casey Wensley earlier in the inning. West went 2 innings with 4 strikeouts. He didn't walk anybody. The electric stuff against Nashua on Wednesday. Now that runs inside it, hits LeClaire, and that'll plate the go-ahead run. Now it's 2-1. That run will be charged against Cooper Maher. Bases will remain loaded. 2 outs in the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Jamison Howland. West entered the ballgame in the 5th inning against Nashua in a dangerous spot. There were runners at 2nd and 3rd and no outs. And he battled through to escape that inning without any earned runs. The 1-0 delivery home from West is lifted in the air, a fly ball. Medium center field depth. Toronto's underneath it. The inning is over. So after loading the bases with no outs, a hit batsman gives the Bravehearts the lead. It's 2-1. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Well, thank you, Tyler. The fight was brought to you by Bosley, Route 32 in South Wyndham. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning, the Norwich Sea Unicorns. The center fielder, Anthony Toronto.
Norwich trying to rally back after the Bravehearts have taken the lead, 2-1. On the bases loaded hit batsman. Toronto on the first delivery bounces away, strike 1 foul. Have to like the guts there from Nick West. Despite hitting the batter after striking out the first batter he faced, stuck with it and really minimized damage. Things could have got real ugly that inning. Just a 2-1 lead for the Bravehearts. Home half of the 4th inning. Into the zone is Siciliano. He's come in since the 2nd inning. Pat Clemmy lasted just 1 inning today. Norwich got on the board first. RBI single, Bryce Detweiler. Now the 1-1 to Toronto. Inside corner, strike 2.
Norwich looking for that immediate response here against the Bravehearts. The 1-2 pitch. That misses. A nasty pitch, and Toronto thought better of it. Has the count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Toronto grounded out to third his first time to the plate. He's really found himself offensively over the last 2 weeks. The 2-2 drilled foul onto the concourse, headed out to the kid zone out there. Sunny skies over Dodd Stadium on this Sunday afternoon. Minimal cloud coverage. Now the delivery home. Bounce foul. Toronto battling here. 87 degrees. It feels like 92. Another hot summer day here in eastern Connecticut. Toronto's fouled away 3 in a row. Battling here with Siciliano. Has the count even. Now on 2-2. This is drilled to left field. It is hanging up and making the running catches O'Rourke. Toronto retired to start the home half of the 4th inning. Well, Toronto hit it well, just nothing to show for it. Good running catch out there for Evan O'Rourke. Now it's the third baseman, C.J. Nolan. CJ has a couple of home runs this summer, both against the Bravehearts, but both at Fitton Field. Also the hosting site of the Home Run Derby. That'll take place on July the 21st. All-Star Game, July 22nd. That'll be at Polar Park, the AAA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox, the Woo Sox over there. Now, borderline call, wide strike. Now way ahead of Siciliano of Nolan. No balls, 2 strikes. CJ was caught looking in his last plate appearance. Trying to battle with 2 strikes. Now that bounces to Hoffman for ball 1. CJ's 3 for his last 6 overall against Worcester pitching. Trying to start the Norwich engine in the 4th inning. That's on the outside corner, strike 3. Siciliano has owned the matchup here with CJ today. He's frozen both times. 2 outs here in the Norwich 4th inning. Now it's Jack Sweeney. Fans, this week's Craftsmanship Tip of the Week is presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling. They're your trusted local experts in home improvement. If you're thinking about a new roof, consider Solar Shingles. They offer the same protection as a traditional roof while also generating clean, renewable energy. It's a smart and sustainable upgrade built to last. Once again, Artisan Building and Remodeling. Sweeney swings through, strike 1. Jack struck out swinging his last trip up. That was against Siciliano back in the 2nd inning. Norwich has been cooled off really since that strong start to the game in the 1st inning. Norwich bats have just 2 hits since that 1st inning. Those were both in the 3rd inning. Caden Fay and Bryce Detweiler both have the only hits today for Norwich. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good life on the fastball this afternoon for Siciliano. Light toss right now in the Worcester bullpen down the left field side. Imagine it's Nick West's mound to have in the 5th inning when we get there. Ahead is Siciliano of Sweeney, the 1-2. Upstairs, the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jack has hits in 2 straight games since coming off the injured list. The 2-2 pitch. A grounder rolled over to third. Backhand side of Sepulveda across the diamond in time. Sweeney retired. Norwich goes down in order here in the 4th. 2-1 Worcester on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Save to visit the dentist? In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's one, not two or three. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Leading off the top of the fifth inning with the Bravehearts, center fielder Caleb Woodward.
Top of the fifth inning, 2-1 Worcester. Back with you here. On the first delivery, tough effort over there at first for Thompson. That is down the right field line. A leadoff double for Caleb Woodward. He smoked it off the bat. First delivery of Nick West. He's ambushed on it.
Left fielder Evan O'Rourke.
Just a real handcuff situation for Ryan Thompson, the first baseman. I'd imagine Woodward will get credit with the leadoff double. We'll see how they officially score it. They haven't added a third hit to the game for Worcester. They haven't put an error up on the big board. See what they give Woodward, who's aboard at second. I'd imagine it's a double. It is. Top of the order here for Worcester as we play into the fifth inning. Bright green bat for Evan O'Rourke, very similar to Caleb Woodward. O'Rourke has fly to right. He's also grounded out to second. West with a hunched over look, that dangling right arm. Now the righty set at the belt, his delivery, reaching out, and it's a foul ball. It drifts foul on the third base side. Norwich looking for some comeback magic here in the middle innings. No balls, 2 strikes here on O'Rourke. The pitch home. Bouncer to first. Thompson has it. He'll step on the first base bag. Ahead 90 feet goes Woodward. He's to third. Now an add-on marker just 90 feet away for Casey Wensley. Wensley's 1 for 2 today. He's lined out to short. He also has an infield single over to Alec Warden. I'd imagine Warden's prepared here. Norwich is going to move their corners in. Thompson and Nolan will slide in at the corners. At standard depth are the middle infielders. Now a fly ball in the air. A running catch for Toronto. He comes up throwing to the plate. It's not in time. Head first slide in there safely, Caleb Woodward. On the first delivery, RBI sac fly, Casey Wensley, and it's 3-1 Worcester.
The first baseman, Jackson Marshall.
Toronto played it well. He tried to create some momentum underneath that catch. Try and throw out the base runner, Woodward. Really no chance there. Woodward is as elite of a base runner there is. Now Zach Gitcher wants to make sure that Woodward had fully tagged and was on the third base bag. Can't believe the ruling there. It's going to hold up. I thought Woodward was on the third base bag the whole time there, just waiting to tag. Conversation might have been about another topic. Worcester's added runs over the last 3 frames. Now they've built a 3-1 lead. Now a wave and a miss on the off-speed pitch from Jackson Marshall. Marshall's lined out to short. He's also walked. Marshall is a strikeout candidate. He's looking inside for ball 1. Marshall leads the Bravehearts in homers. Now it's a bouncing ball. It's foul over to third. 7 homers this summer for Marshall. It's also a league leader. We said that Marshall will strike out from time to time. He's done that 28 times. He's walked in 18 of his 110 plate appearances. So 1-1. This is cranked foul. Strike 2. Marshall on Independence Day played in both of the games in the doubleheader, was 1 for 5. The 1-2 home, way outside, ball 2. West trying to put an end to the 5th inning. Bravehearts have plated a run. Woodward scored after smacking a leadoff double. Now Marshall has worked the count full. Now a fly ball lifted in the air out to left center field. This is trouble. It's out to the wall. Out to the left center power alley goes Jackson Marshall. It's a 2-out double, and the inning will continue. Some loud contact this half inning for Worcester against Nick West. On a 3-2 delivery, Jackson Marshall smokes it out to the left center field alley. 4th hit of the ball game for Worcester. Talked about the hometown of Nick West, Nacogdoches, Texas. Plenty of baseball history over there. Brandon Belt, Delvin James, and a couple of MLB players from the area. Others include Bucky Brandon, Rich Robertson. Lots of history. It's the oldest city in the state of Texas. There was professional baseball with the Nacogdoches Cogs in 1916. Now ball 3 is missed to Jalem Sepulveda. Marshall stands at second. He's kept the 5th inning going. Nobody in the Norwich bullpen. It's in the hands of West to get through it here. Now a fly ball in the air out to center field. It's going to fall down. Marshall has the green light headed to the plate. A high throw at airmail's chance. It goes all the way to the backstop. RBI base hit. Jalem Sepulveda. And the Bravehearts have added some insurance. They lead 4-1. A surprise send there from Luke Beckstein, but they have to force the defense to make some plays, and that's the scenario right there. Make Norwich have to make these plays. Never like to run into a 3rd out in the inning, but you have a little bit of insurance already. You can take those risks. A 2-run 5th inning has stretched the Worcester lead to 3. It's 4-1. Back-to-back hits here Now it's the designated hitter, Evan Callie. Righty to the plate. Now a bunt attempt foul. There's been slight movement in Worcester's bullpen down the left field side. But Siciliano has been lights out for the Bravehearts since he's come into the ballgame in the second inning today. Now strike three. So West comes back with a strikeout of Callie. But the Bravehearts have added on a couple more here in the fifth. They lead 4-1. The bottom of the fifth is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25. 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Fans, every Sunday is Family Sunday here at Dodd Stadium, as it is today. Next Family Sunday headed your way. Sunday Fun Day is on July the 27th when the Norwich Sea Unicorns play host to the Westfield Starfires. Sunday Fun Day with postgame, kids run the bases and have a catch in the outfield. Children 12 and under are invited on the field following the game to run the bases one time and have a catch in the outfield with their families for 15 minutes. Baseballs for Have a Catch are presented by CT Dot. First pitch for all Sunday home games, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Gates open at 12 o'clock. Ball one misses downstairs from Siciliano. Children, check that. Sundays are also our First Mates Club Day. The First Mates Club is open to children 12 and under. As a member, you will receive a ticket to every Sunday home game, receive a t-shirt, and a credential to show off your membership and style. Receive discounts at concessions and merchandise stands on Sundays. Presented by K&H Equipment of Plainfield. Count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Sea Unicorns. Catcher Cal Chance. Righty to the plate. Now this is a little looper. It's Sepulveda reaches back. He makes the grab. And Chance retired to start the Norwich 5th inning. Fans, Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. A new name with the same great people and service you know is coming soon. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a division of Ascend Bank. First pitch strike here for Siciliano of the Norwich first baseman Ryan Thompson. Thompson out of the University of Rhode Island. Lincoln, Rhode Island native. Looks at strike 2. Well, Siciliano has been exactly what Luke Beckstein has looked for out of the bullpen after just the 1 inning from Pat Clemmy. The 0-2. Jammed was Thompson. He bounces it foul, third base side. So far today for the right-hander Siciliano, he's delivered 3 1/3 innings of scoreless baseball. He's held the Norwich offense to 2 hits. He struck out 4. He hasn't walked anybody. Way ahead of Thompson. The 0-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Siciliano dials up the fastball. He punches out Thompson. 2 up, 2 down. Now it's the leadoff man, Caden Fay. Fay's 2 for 2 today. Him and Bryce Detweiler have all the hits for Norwich. They began the afternoon with the leadoff double down the line in left field. He's also singled to center. Nasty breaking ball from Siciliano downstairs, ball 1. They so far this summer hitting 207 for his first 35. Open stance in the righty box. On 1-0 home. Now a grounder rolled to third. Sepulveda has it on a bounce across the diamond. He goes. The inning is over. Siciliano keeps it rolling. 4 shutout innings for the righty. It's 4-1 Worcester. The 6th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's now time for the strikeout player of the game. It's the Sea Unicorns pitcher strikes out the opposing leadoff batter in the top of the 6th inning. One lucky roll with a $3 beverage coupon. 6th inning is brought to you by Edmunds Receipt.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Bravehearts, the catcher, Wyatt Hoffman.
Wyatt Hoffman will lead it off for Worcester as we enter the 6th inning. New pitcher in the ball game for Norwich is the right-hander out of Roger Williams, Ryan Campen. On the first delivery, it's a fair ball down the left field line. Extra bases on the way for Evan Callie. He'll cruise into second. Immediate loud contact for Worcester here in the 6th. Bravehearts keep on mashing today. The bats have come alive in the 3rd inning. Hector cooled them off through the first 2 innings. Then the steal of home started the offense. Now it's become an issue here for Norwich, trying to contain them here. Man in scoring position for the shortstop, Ryan LeClaire. Camp's delivery, wave and a miss there for strike 1. Camp this season has pitched to a 6.51 ERA, 9 2/3 innings worked, 6 strikeouts as well. Righty lines up on the first base side of the rubber. Righty to the plate. A swing and a miss now. Strike two. Camp way ahead of LeClaire. No balls, 2 strikes. LeClaire has doubled to left center field. He's also been hit by the pitch. We're trying to solve the Worcester shortstop for the first time today. Fay trying to hold on the base runner. Now the slider bounces away from Chance. Now headed to third. Goes Hoffman. One ball, 2 strikes on the Worcester shortstop, LeClaire. Camp looking for his first down in the inning. Norwich has the infield defense in, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Camp beats LeClaire, 1 out. Camp last pitch for Norwich on June 28th against Nashua. He suffered the loss on a walk-off home run from Joseph Zork. It's been a tough last 3 outings for Camp. Infield defense still in. The batter now is Jamison Howland. He looks at strike 1. Over the last 3 appearances for Camp, he's worked 3 innings. He's allowed 5 earned runs in that span. The 0-1. Now this is right on the line to Nolan. He snags it, 2 outs. Well, playing right to the defense, and C.J. Nolan, right spot at the right time. And Camp has a real shot to get through this inning without any harm. Howland smoked it off the bat. Just nothing to show for it. A web gem there for C.J. Nolan. Now it's the leadoff man, Caleb Woodward. Woodward has flied to center. He's walked. He's also doubled to right field. The first pitch, Woodward trying to bunt it. It's back to the mound. Camp has it. He fires to first. It is not in time. We'll see how they score this. It's always troublesome with Woodward's speed. And they are going to charge Camp with an error on that bunt. So the Bravehearts add on. They now lead 5-1 here in the 6th inning. Runs in each of the last 4 frames have spelled trouble today for Norwich. Inning continues. Now it's the left fielder, Evan O'Rourke. First delivery home's outside. It's ball 1. Fourth trip to the plate for O'Rourke. The pitch home. Now he's jammed and pops it up. It is foul. It's out of play. One ball, 1 strike. Here, the corner outfielder O'Rourke. Now a check in on the base runner, and back in there safely is Woodward. Fans at Griswold Dental, their goal is to create a trusting relationship with patients where their comfort and health is our first priority. Start your journey to better health today at griswolddental.net. Woodward is going, a good pitch to go on. Good throw from Chance. It's not in time. Caleb Woodward has his 2nd swipe bag of the afternoon. Now a runner in scoring position. 2 balls, 1 strike to Evan O'Rourke. Well, Woodward couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. He's got 15 steals on the summer. Now the Bravehearts as a team, 90 overall. The 2-1. Bouncer to second. Fay charges in. He flips to first. The inning is over. Bravehearts add on. They strike for a run. The lead is 5-1 for the visitors. The bottom of the 6th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Leading off the bottom half of the sixth inning, your Sea Unicorns designated hitter Bryce Detweiler.
Headed to the bottom of the sixth inning, 5-1 Worcester. Norwich just trying to find some answers against David Siciliano. 4 shutout frames for him to this point. 4 strikeouts as well. He's allowed just the 1 hit. Two, 3, and 4 for Norwich in the home sixth. Siciliano from the first base side. Full wind up the righty to the plate. A grounder rolled to second. There to field it is Wensley. He throws out Detweiler. And Detweiler retired for the first time today. Here's the Sea Unicorns right fielder, Gavin O'Brien. Obi, as they called him, Futures League Player of the Night on Thursday. Bryce Detweiler followed that act with a nice performance against the Bravehearts. We're trying to find some late magic against Worcester. Just have to find a way to claw back into this ball game. Norwich has been silenced really since the first inning. Norwich had it going right away. Leadoff double and the RBI single from Bryce Detweiler. Those two have produced the only offense today for Norwich. Now it's a grounder back up the middle, a base hit. Gavin O'Brien has something to say as he drills it back up the middle. 1 out, base hit for the Sea Unicorns right fielder, and Norwich has the man on with 1 out. There's the shortstop, Alec Warden. Warden at short today. Now he looks at strike 1. It hovers on the inside corner. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Warden. That misses. Outside, the count is even. Aboard is O'Brien. He singled. Now backed up inside is Alec Warden as the wind starts to swirl here at Dodd Stadium. Blowing ever so slightly from right to left Righty to the plate. Jammed inside as Warden. He fights it off foul. The count is even. In reaction today, Warden is 3 for 15 against Worcester pitching. Looking for his first hit today. He's grounded into a double play at third. He's also lined out to first. He's run the count full. It's 3-2. See if O'Brien will take off here. Got some good speed over there. Righty on the mound. Leaned over, look there for Siciliano, dangling arm. Now he brings it set. Righty to the plate. Now he drills Warden inside. It wasn't intentional, and now Norwich has runners at first and second. Looking for a way to get back in the ball game. Well, this is it. Now Sepulveda will head over to the mound. He will join Wyatt Hoffman. Now it looks to be Greg Stigani coming out to the mound as well. Entire Worcester infield has crowded the pitching mound. This gives us a chance to talk about unity in the community. It's coming to Dodd Stadium on Friday, July 18th, when the Norwich Sea Unicorns play host to the Worcester Bravehearts. Friday night fireworks as well. Norwich will wear their City Connect jerseys, which will feature the Rose of New England to show their strong connection to the city they call home. Featuring 3 blue sections to signify the 3 rivers of Norwich, as well as being emblazoned in the front section with the Rose of New England. Those special jerseys are presented by Dime Bank. Also, K Cancer Night. Join the Sea Unicorns in the fight against cancer. On this night, the Sea Unicorns will be selling K Cancer cards for $1 each. And all money raised from the sale of these cards will be donated to the Echo Cancer Foundation to help support the battle against cancer. Batter at the plate is Anthony Tirado. 2 on, 1 out. He checks his swing. It's a strike. Also, unity in the community. The Sea Unicorns will show our appreciation to many outstanding organizations, including Masonic Night, to the greater Norwich community, presented by Pro Health Physicians. Now a bouncing ball to second. There on a hop as Wensley goes to Leclerc, and the relay throw to first in time. Tirado is doubled up, and that is going to end the inning. A twin killing, 4-6-3 double play. Norwich strands a couple of runners there. We are headed to the 7th inning, 5-1 Worcester.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Leading off the top half of the inning, number 7 for the Bravehearts, the second baseman, Casey Wensley.
Back here in the 7th inning, 5-1 Bravehearts. Ryan Camp back out to work his second inning. Bravehearts have scored runs in each of the last 4 innings. It's 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch. Up and away now, ball 2. There at the plate is Wensley. He started that 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. 2-0 home. That's on the outside corner, strike 1. It's also tonight's SureBrite Commercial Cleaning Services cleanup moment of the game. A couple of double plays tonight for the Bravehearts. I've cleaned up the traffic from the Norwich offense. 2 balls, 1 strike. The righty home, swing and a miss, strike 2. Wensley today is lined out to short. He's also reached on an infield single and has flied to center. Norwich is trying to spot some zeros on the board. Have not done that since the second inning. Now a flare shot into left field. It'll fall in. Casey Wensley has a multi-hit game and a leadoff single to start the 7th.
The first baseman, Jackson Marshall.
This will bring up the cleanup man, Jackson Marshall. Marshall doubled to left center field with 2 outs last inning, and he also later came around to score on the Jalem Sepulveda RBI base hit. Man on. Now the curveball hooks into the inside corner. It's strike 1. Marshall's also lined out. He's also walked today. Waves the bat around. Now the pitch. Chance trying to frame it. No dice, says home plate umpire Kosanek. Man on is Wensley. He's singled out to left field. Camp still thinking about him. He snaps the throw over. Norwich back in action on Tuesday. Landon Manzi expected to take the mound for Norwich. Delivered his best outing to this point. Now the runner's going on the off-speed pitch. Good throw from Chance, but it's wide of the second base bag. Another good pitch to go on. And the Bravehearts just keep on running the bases. Into scoring position goes Wensley. Now Worcester has 5 steals today. 2 balls, 1 strike on the big man, Jackson Marshall. The 2-1 home. This is on the line right to Warden. Now he snaps the throw over to Caden Fay covering second. It spills into foul ground. Luke Beckstein giving the green light for Wensley. He's going to try and score the play at the plate. It's not in time. Casey Wensley comes all the way around to score after the wide throw from Caden Fay way out of the reach of Ryan Thompson. It airmailed him. It sailed into foul territory down the right field side. Bravehearts keep on the roll here. It's 6-1. Norwich now has committed a couple of errors defensively. It's costed Norwich runs. Now a fly ball in the air, deep out to center field. On the run is Tirado. He's shy of the warning track. He makes the catch. Good running grab out there from Anthony Tirado. He shows that speed of his to quickly cover it. 2 outs in the inning. Now it's the designated hitter, Evan Calley. Fans, Griswold pride, substance use disorder does not discriminate who it affects. And it affects more than just the individual. The effects of substance use impact our whole society. Learn more at griswoldpride.org. Seventh inning stretch headed your way next, as always presented by GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness. Delivery home's way outside for ball 1. Calley struck out twice. He's also flied to center. Look around the Futures League on this Sunday. Bees and Silver Knights are tied at 2. Westfield and the Lake Monsters will play later tonight. 5:05 first pitch at Centennial Field. It's an important game right now at New Britain Stadium that is tied up in the bottom of the 6th. Bees sit directly ahead of Norwich. All 2s across the board. Camp trying to take care of Evan Callie. The righty to the plate, up and away, ball 3. Norwich has a right-hander loosening in the pen down the right field side. Worcester showed why they're the top dog in the Futures League. Just the little details of a game of just manufactured offense. The 3-2 bouncer foul. You talk about a steal of home plate after Hector Alejandro had Wensley hung up in between first and second on that pickoff. Count is full. It's 3-2. The delivery. This is popped up in foul territory. It's going to go crashing into the seats. It's out of play. Full count delivery again. The 3-2. Once again, popped up as Callie lifts it into the seats. It's out of play. Callie, a native of Taunton, Massachusetts, studying architecture at Keene State. Put together a .338 batting average as a junior at Keene State. Full count delivery home. Again, slicing foul. It's out of play. 4 straight foul offs for Callie. As a collegiate player, Callie has a batting average of .296. 14 career doubles. He swatted 12 of them this past spring. A tough out is Callie. Now he fouls away his 5th in a row. He just won't go away here with Ryan Camp trying to take care of him. Eleventh pitch of the battle upcoming. It's still 3-2 with 2 outs. Norwich trying to stretch here at Dodd Stadium. The 3-2. Another pop-up foul. It's into the seats. A cat and mouse game right now between Callie and Camp. Three and two again. We'll try it for the 7th time. The pitch. Callie just won't go away. He fouls away another. Pitch number 12 waiting for him. As a sophomore in 2024, Callie was selected to the All Little East second team. 3-2 on the way outside, and Camp loses him. A 13-pitch battle. Callie wins it. He works a 2-out walk. Well, this is what makes Worcester just so challenging. Working counts. They steal bags. They're always just playing mind games with opposing teams. But just the compete level, the battle of this Worcester team. Is what makes this team so dangerous. I mean, just little things like that. I mean, when you go back and you see that Evan Callie drew a walk in the 7th inning, you're not going to go and see that he saw 13 pitches to go do that. Now a foul off back to the screen for strike 2. With the catcher Hoffman at the plate. He's struck out twice. He's also doubled to left field. Camp trying to end the top of the 7th inning. It's been a battle to this point. The runner on the move. The fastball misses upstairs. The throw from Chance not in time. Callie into scoring position. Now 6 steals this afternoon for Worcester. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Wyatt Hoffman. The pitch, grounder foul, or check that, fair ball. CJ slides, and his throw is not in time over to first. So the Carson Newman transfer from Wingate aboard, and now runners at the corners for the Bravehearts. CJ did well to get to it and keep that in the infield. It was just a fishing effort there from Wyatt Hoffman to get to it. It was a nasty slider from Camp. Right arm dangling. Now he brings it set. Camp 6 feet 4 inches. Now the runner's going. Chance throws to second. Now a rundown here between first and second. The run does score. Thompson has the baseball. He brings it over to second. Now Warden greets Hoffman, and finally the inning is over. Bravehearts add on another run. They strike twice. They lead 7-1. We are headed to the bottom of the 7th. It is stretch time here in Norwich. As always, presented by GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness. Norwich doesn't realize the inning is over. That was the 3rd out. That would have been the 3rd out in the inning. Let's go back and rewind this. A line out to Alec Warden was the 1st out of the inning. Jackson Marshall did that. Then the fly out to center field from Jalen Sepulveda. That's 2 outs. Now the rundown between first and second. And I think that they are ruling that Wyatt Hoffman was safe. Inning's over. So that should be the 3rd out in the inning. Let's rewind this for everybody watching back home. This inning began, although it started a while ago. Jackson Marshall lined out to the shortstop, Alec Warden. This inning began with a single into left field. Then a fly out to center field of Evan Callie was the 2nd out. Wyatt Hoffman worked a walk. Ryan LeClaire would be the next batter up. Sorry, check that. Wyatt Hoffman reached on an infield single to 3rd. But then the pickoff there, they're saying that Wyatt Hoffman is safe over at second. So I don't know how Wyatt Hoffman is safe over there at second base. So that is why this inning is not over yet. We're going to need some explanation from a baseball savant, because that looked clear as day that Hoffman was out. Yes, that run scores, of course. It's a 7-1 lead. The pitch. Now this is lifted in the air out to left field. Moving back on the run, it's over the head of Sweeney. It's out to the wall. RBI, 2 out, double for Ryan LeClaire. He doesn't waste much time. Second double of the ball game for the Worcester shortstop. It's 8-1 for the visitors. Fans, Cal's Appliances. Cal doesn't sell appliances, he fixes them. With years of experience and a reputation for honest, reliable work, Cal's Appliances offers residential appliance repair across all of Eastern Connecticut. Whether it's your fridge, washer, or stove that's acting up, Cal gets the job done right. Call Cal's Appliances and get your household back on track. No sales pitch, just service. Norwich departing for a pitching change. That's the end of the line for Ryan Camp. He goes 2 an inning and 2/3. He allows 4 runs to score in his outing. And the Bravehearts have broken this game open. It's 8-1. We'll take a moment. We'll step aside. New pitcher when we return.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
I'm at the top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like, wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Daniel Cantafi is the new pitcher in the ball game. It's the Keene State Owl looking for the final out here in the 7th inning, way outside with ball 1. Last time we saw Cantafi pitch for Norwich, that was back on June 24th against the Lake Monsters. He went an inning, he allowed 2 earned runs. Now he's high and tight with ball 2 to the right fielder, Jamison Howland. It's a 3-run 7th inning for the Bravehearts. The lead is 8-1. 8 runs on 10 hits. Norwich 1 run on 5 hits. There's ball 3. Always tough for a pitcher when it's been a long time in between outings. Nearly 2 weeks for Cantafi since the last time he's towed the rubber. 3-0 here to the right fielder Howland. He looks at strike 1. The 3-1, a grounder. C.J. Nolan has it. He charges after it. He fires across the diamond. It's in time. There's your Artisan Building and Remodeling Defensive Player of the Game. C.J. Nolan, a nice play over there at third base. Time to stretch here in Norwich. 8-1 Bravehearts. The 7th inning stretch is presented by presented by the GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness. Once again, the GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness. Hey fans, is your body throwing wild pitches? Don't settle for the big box physical therapy where you're just another number. At GOAT Physical Therapy and Wellness in Waterford, we deliver major league care from everyday aches to pelvic health, fitness for beginners, and even treatment trusted by professional athletes. You'll get one-on-one time with expert therapists who treat the whole you, not just a sore spot. No assembly lines, no insurance headaches, just real results. Step up to the plate at GOAT PT, the greatest of all time in physical therapy. Visit gopt.com to book your free phone consultation today.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad.
Ready to go. Bottom of the 7th inning. Bravehearts lead by 7. It's 8-1. I would imagine that the official ruling was interference of the baseline, and that made it so Wyatt Hoffman had no chance to get to the second base bag. But, I mean, talk about throwing a team a bone that's already had their afternoon today. They've had their way. No question about it. It's been a frustrating afternoon for Norwich. A week that has really gone well for the Sea Unicorns. A turn of the tide, if you will. Hope it's just a bump in the road and Norwich can get right back after it. Tuesday night in Nashua against the Silver Knights. 2 balls, 1 strike to CJ. New pitcher in the ballgame for the Bravehearts is Davis Kahn. Great outing for David Siciliano. He goes 6 shutout innings after just the 1 inning from Pat Clemmy. Final line for Siciliano. 5 shutout innings. He allows 3 hits. He struck out 5 as well in the 18 batters that he faced. The 3-2 to Nolan. A high chopper to short. Charging in is LeClaire. His throw across the diamond. It is not. It is in time. Wow. That was a close call. CJ was flying up the line. He lost his batting helmet in the process. Nice play there by Ryan LeClaire. Here's Jack Sweeney. He looks at the inside fastball, strike 1. Sweeney out of Rutgers University, Cream Ridge, New Jersey native. Talk about a kid that loves competing, loves the challenge. He's looking outside for ball 1. I can promise you that he has looked beyond the score. He's always looking to find a way to help this team. The 1-1. Off the end of the bat, he pops it up. On the infield dirt, now on the infield grass, it's Jackson Marshall. He puts it away. 2 outs. Fans, join us every Monday afternoon. It's Lunch with the Norwich Sea Unicorns live from SNSN Studios in Jewett City. We'll be joined by Sea Unicorn starter Luke Hardman. Will join us in the studio. He has been electric for Norwich as of late. He picked up a win already this week. 5 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts against the Bravehearts on Independence Day. Ball 1 misses downstairs to the catcher, Cal Chance. 1-0. In there on the outside corner, it finds a home. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chance has popped out a couple of times. He's done that to short. He's also popped out to third. 1-1 home. Drilled back to the screen for strike 2. Well, you look at the way things have gone for Norwich. Certainly, it's just been an ugly afternoon, but This is where you have to have short-term memory. Understand that you're very much in the conversation. You'll look at the Futures League standings, still within an arm's reach. Swing and a miss there for strike 3. Chance strikes out. The 7th is over. It's 8-1 for the visitors. The 8th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
David Duval. Congratulations, David. You've won a free car wash. Golden Nozzle Car Wash, West Main Street.
All behind
him. Please report to the Dime Bank Information booth to claim your prize at this time.
I got it.
And thank you, Golden.
I'm going to start running through that, Mike.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Ready to go, 8th inning here. 8-1 for the visitors. They've done all their damage since the 3rd inning. Run in the 3rd. Run in the 4th. They have scored in every inning since that 3rd inning. 2 in the 5th, a run in the 6th, and 3 more in the 7th. Curveball misses upstairs for ball 1. Top of the order for the Bravehearts. Worcester has gone down in order just one time today. The 1-1. Changeup just missed outside for ball 2. Woodward reached on an air from the pitcher on his bunt attempt. The 2-1. Fastball misses for ball 3. Look at this for Cantaffi's perspective. This is about a chance to showcase himself, really prove himself here. Now he gets Woodward to lift a fly ball in the air out to right center field. On the run and moving to make the catch is O'Brien. Cantaffi has the leadoff man retired, and that is good news because Woodward is as much of a pest as anybody on the base pass. 15 steals this summer for him. That's the one guy you don't want to let reach. He can start the machine of the Worcester offense. 1 out, now it's the left fielder, Evan O'Rourke. He's looking down and away with ball 1. O'Rourke today's grounded to second, he's flied to right. He's grounded out to first, he's also grounded out to second. The only player today in the Worcester lineup that hasn't found his way on. 2 balls, no strikes. Hitters count, Cantaffi the man on the mound. Righty to the plate. This is off the end of the bat. It's flipped up high in the sky into right field. Another running grab for Gavin O'Brien. 2 outs. Check that. That's now Jack Byrne making the play out there. So Norwich has made a change for Gavin O'Brien for Jack Byrne. Two outs here for Cantaffi trying to throw a scoreless 8th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Casey Wensley, is looking at the fastball miss upstairs. Cantaffi, the righty, 6 feet 5 inches, 190 pounds, out of Glastonbury, Connecticut. Chance has him set up outside. The 2-0. This is lifted in the air. Now to left field. There to make the grab on it is Sweeney. The inning is over. 3 flyouts in the 8th. And Cantafi sets down Worcester in order. First time Norwich pitching has done that since the 2nd inning. 8-1 Bravehearts on the Futures League Baseball Network. And watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Headed to the bottom of the 8th inning, it's 8-1 Worcester. We say hello to our friends tuning in from Rhode Island and 321 Media Group. Dine in Mondays for breakfast with Ben. We talk the latest with the Norwich Sea Unicorns. Cooper Maher will join me in the studio as we make the trip out to beautiful Westerly, Rhode Island, and breakfast with Ben. New pitcher in the ball game for the Worcester Bravehearts is right-hander out of Eckerd College, Jack Lazuski. Lazuski, a Leicester, Massachusetts native. 6 feet, 180 pounds. Eckerd College, a strong Division III school out of Florida. Lots of great baseball talent in Florida. Lazuski just added to the Bravehearts roster, making his first appearance of the summer. See if Norwich has some magic left in them. When Norwich and Worcester did battle here at Dodd Stadium back on Friday, June 20th, we saw some 7th inning fireworks. Norwich rallied to make it a 1-run ball game after trailing 6-0. 9-1-2 due up for Norwich here in the bottom of the 8th. Only run for Norwich today has been the Bryce Detweiler RBI single. 2-1. Trailed back to the screen. Count is even, fans. Duet City Savings Bank for over 125 years. Your hometown bank. Start a new account at jcsbank.com or come into one of our convenient offices and find out why we are your community bank. Once again, jcsbank.com. Even count, the 2-2. That is just outside, ball 3. Good life on the fastball from Lazuski. Thompson trying to be a tough out to start this 8th inning. The 3-2 delivery home. Lazuski loses Thompson on ball 4. Norwich has the leadoff man on to start the 8th. Lazuski at Eckerd College. As a sophomore this past spring, pitched to a 17.36 ERA Pitched just 14 innings for the Tritons. Norwich has a man on against Lazuski. Curveball's on the inside corner, strike one. It was a tough spring for Lazuski. Opponents hit .506 against him. He offered 6 wild pitches. Those could be problematic here. Norwich has a man on here against him. Hoffman set up inside. It's the leadoff man, Fay. The pitch outside, ball 1. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Only one home game for Norwich next week. That's Thursday. Unicorns will see the Bravehearts again next Wednesday. Now off the end of the bat, cranking it foul is Fay for strike 2. All important first out to get, especially when you're making your season debut as Lazuski is. That's the big test, just getting that first one under your belt. Really feel like you can settle into a ball game. It's a ball and 2 strikes here on Fay. The 1-2. It just misses upstairs for ball 2. Fay is doubled today. He's singled as well. He's grounded out. 2 for 3 so far, the line for the University of Pennsylvania, Seattle, Washington native. Even count, it's 2-2. The delivery. Fastball misses outside, ball 3. That's a great fastball for Lazuski. It's an overpowering one. Fay has worked the count full. Norwich trying to create some momentum here in the bottom of the 8th. They trail by 7. The full count pitch fouled away. The battle will continue. Fans, Strain Family Motors, it's not a car, it's not a motorcycle, it's a slingshot. Rent one from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon. Get that wind in your hair sensation when you rent a slingshot from Strain Family Motors, sfmslingshots.com. Count is full, it's 3-2 on the Norwich second baseman. The pitch, a fly ball, lifted foul, it's soaring into the seats down the first base side. Fay has moved around the infield here this summer. He's played some second. He's played some third. Today, it's been dynamite at second base for Norwich, except for that throwing error. The pitch, that's on the outside corner. Locked up is Fay for strike 3. That's been the Achilles heel for Norwich, is just some of the blunders defensively. It's kind of spread around at times. I mean, yesterday when you see the way Norwich played, when they put it all together, Norwich is as good of a team as any in the Futures League, but when things aren't going well, when the walk rates are up for pitchers, some of the errors and the miscues defensively, that's where things have spiraled. Now a line drive through into right field. Bryce Detweiler has a 3-hit game for himself. Now trying to chug on to third is Thompson. Norwich goes to the corners here. 2 on with 1 out. Norwich trying to find their second run of the ball game. It'll be Jack Burns' turn to the plate. He's hitting in the spot of Gavin O'Brien. I mean, how about this summer for Bryce Detweiler? That's tonight's DB Lunt Field Electric play of the game. Bryce Detweiler with opposite field power. Already an Apotaco homer for him this week against the Bravehearts to the deepest part of the ballpark at Fitton Field on Friday. A 3-run jack. It would stand to be the game-winning runs for Norwich in a 6-3 win for the Sea Unicorns. Here's Byrne. He waves through strike 1. O'Brien finishes his afternoon 1 for 2. He walked as well. He was caught looking at a base hit into center field. 1 run on 6 hits today for Norwich. 2 errors. 8 runs on 10 hits for the Bravehearts. Ball 1 is outside.
The righty set, now the delivery off the end of the bat, it's foul. After this day game with the Sea Unicorns, the Bravehearts will be headed back home for a couple of games. Westfield on Tuesday, and then they'll see Norwich on Wednesday. Both 6:30 start times. It's been a tough summer for the Starfires, 8-26 entering play today. The pitch from Lazewski, a fly ball in the air. This should be deep enough to score Thompson from third. There will be no throw coming home. Sacrifice fly for Jack Byrne, and Norwich has their second of the afternoon. Just Jamison Howland just kind of tucked that away in his back pocket and said, why bother? 7-run lead for the Bravehearts, no need to empty the cannon. Alec Warden will bat, 2 outs, man on. Here's the Sea Unicorns cleanup hitter. The pitch home. Changeup misses upstairs, ball 1. Fans tune in for every Sea Unicorns pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. For over 20 years, we have succeeded by providing our customers with dependable storage solutions and a quality buying experience. That's scr-structures.com. The pitch. Fastball upstairs, ball 2. SCR Structures and Sheds, they're local just up the road in North Franklin. Leaned over look for Lazewski. Now he spins the baseball in his right hand. He picks it into the glove. The 2-0 home. Warden jammed. He lifts a fly ball in the air. That's how strong Warden is, even though he was jammed inside. It's O'Rourke who makes the grab. The inning is over. So Norwich plates a run on the Jack Burns sac fly. It's 8-2. The 9th is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Leading off the top of the 9th inning for the Bravehearts, first baseman Jackson Marshall.
Middle of the order for Daniel Cantafi. We're into the 9th inning. And what is the game that's approaching the 3-hour mark slowly. Now Marshall turns away from the fastball that was running way inside. Marshall transferring from Southern New Hampshire to Yukon. Big power batted in the middle of the order, 6'8", 260 pounds. Just so impressive, the measurables for the hook-set New Hampshire native. Have to wonder if he's going to be in the home run derby at Fitton Field in a couple of weeks. He would put on quite a show there. Former Penman, the pitch, and now that hits Marshall. So Cantafi with some command troubles to start the 9th inning. Marshall reaches on the hit by pitch. Here's Jalen Sepulveda.
Holden has those bright pink batting gloves. Marshall on at first for the third time today. Fifth time through the batting order. Now a high pop-up, first base side. It's Thompson in foul ground to make the catch on it. There's one out. Fans, visit the Dinosaur Place in Montville, Connecticut. Big family fun awaits you at the Dinosaur Place. Amazing adventures await at the Dinosaur Place, the largest dinosaur park in New England, located on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut. Right on the way to the shore, come face to face with roaring replicas, explore the trails, and make unforgettable memories. Visit thedinosaurplace.com to plan your trip today. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike on the designated hitter, Evan Callie. A 1-1 home. This is sawed away foul for strike 2. Check in on those leagues-wide scores here today. Really, that game in New Britain, and the Bees have the lead now 5-3. That game was tied 2-2. It's an important game for Norwich to keep tabs on. The score holds up, and the Bees hold on to win it. They would stretch their lead to 2 over Norwich for the 4th and final playoff spot. Now the fastball's outside for ball 2. It's been a rather strong performance from Cantaffi. First outing for him since June 24th against the Lake Monsters. Righty to the plate. Fly ball launched in the air. This is playable. Medium left center field. Torrado's underneath it. He makes the grab. 2 outs.
The catcher, Wyatt Hoffman.
2 down for the catcher, Wyatt Hoffman. Hoffman has struck out twice. He's also doubled to left field. He's also reached on an infield single to third base. Tough play there for C.J. Nolan, who's been a busy customer today. That misses for ball 1. Man on at first is Jackson Marshall. He was hit by the pitch to start the inning. Now off the end of the bat, foul for strike 1 is Hoffman. One ball, 1 strike. The righty home. That's on the inside corner, strike 2. Hoffman attended Eastern Regional High School. Berlin, New Jersey native. All 2s across the board. Cantaffi trying to work a scoreless 9th inning. On 2-2. Changeup faded inside, and the count is full. Hoffman at Wingate, as a freshman, was a 400 hitter. 4 for 10. Limited playing time. He just started 2 games for the Bulldogs. Now he draws a 2-out walk. Runners to first and second now for Worcester in the 9th. Hit batsman and a walk provided the traffic here. Now it's the shortstop, Ryan LeClaire. LeClaire is double to left center. He's been hit by the pitch. He's struck out. He's also doubled again. Couple doubles today. Claire has provided some pop in the bottom of the order for Luke Beckstein's crew. It's been a complete effort from his side. Cantaffi misses inside with ball 1. The 1-0. Nice change up on the inside corner, strike 1. this score holds up, Norwich will be 4-2 to start the month of July. I think more times than not when you're winning 2/3 of your games every week. Now the second hit batsman of the inning. The bases are loaded. Going back to that point, I think when you're taking 2 of every 3 games, I think you'll certainly take that if you're Kyle Dombrowski. Just one of those clunkers right now for Norwich. That has to be the mindset. Certainly have to believe that no matter who it is on the other side, that your stuff is good enough to win. Norwich was in 5 of the 6 games this week. Had a real shot to complete a doubleheader sweep over Worcester, and some unfortunate miscues in that 5th inning. The difference in that ball game. Now jammed inside and popped up. This should do it to end the inning. Cantafi gets out of the bases loaded jam. Fay puts it away. He retires Howland. And the Bravehearts strand the bases loaded. 8-2 Worcester. The bottom of the 9th is next when we return.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Into the last of the 9th inning, 8-2 Worcester. Story of the game has been really since the 3rd inning. Worcester has come alive. Run in the 3rd and the 4th, 2 in the 5th, a run in the 6th, 3 more in the 7th. Cantafi, nice work of damage control. He strains the bases loaded. Worcester's gone into the bullpen as we enter the 9th and final inning of regulation. It's going to take some monster inning from the Norwich offense to turn this into something. New pitcher in the ball game for the Worcester Bravehearts is the right-hander out of Tufts University, Paul McCarthy. A riser headed to Tufts, 6 feet 3 inches, 210 pounds, out of East Walpole, Massachusetts. He's making his 2nd appearance of the summer. Allowed an earned run over an inning of work. He struck out a batter, he walked a man in a 13-8 victory over the Lake Monsters back on July 2nd. That was on Tuesday this week. Anthony Tirado to start it out for Norwich. McCarthy's fastball misses. Tirado today is bounced into a double play. In the 6th inning, he's flied to left field. He's also grounded out to 3rd. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hoffman set up outside. McCarthy's delivery is sawed away foul for strike 2. Norwich has scored at most in an inning 6 runs. That would be enough to tie it here. Take a real effort here from the Norwich bats. 2-2 to Tirado. He's taking down low for ball 3. Full count to Tirado. Again, he lines this foul. 3rd base side, that was coming in hot into the seats. McCarthy attended Xavier in high school. Full count on the Norwich center fielder. The righty to the plate. Outside, he loses Toronto, ball 4. Norwich looking for base runners here in the 9th. They have one. It's a speed demon on now, Anthony Toronto. Now a chance for C.J. Nolan with the man on. CJ struck out twice. He's also grounded to short. McCarthy headed to Tufts in the fall, a great academic school. The great alumni network that Tufts has, the Jumbos. The pitch on the inside corner, curveball slots in, strike 2. Great business school for Tufts. One of the tough ones to get into here in the East Coast. No balls, 2 strikes to C.J. Nolan. Now he hits a bouncing ball to short. This is going to leak through into short left field. LeClaire bobbles it. I'd imagine they'll charge him with an error. C.J. Nolan on. Now 2 on, nobody out for Jack Sweeney. The leadoff walk and the second error of the afternoon from Worcester has given the Sea Unicorns a couple of base runners against Paul McCarthy. Jack Sweeney looking to lean into one. The pitch home. That's on the inside corner. Oh, borderline pitch. Goes McCarthy's way. Now that runs inside it, hits Sweeney, a hit batsman. And now Norwich has loaded them up here in the 9th with nobody out. Off-speed pitch there from McCarthy, just went way inside, he kept running in. Sweeney said, okay, just let it hit me. The bases are now loaded. Great speed everywhere for Norwich. It's what you're looking for. CJ runs well at second. Sweeney does the same at first. Chance for Cal Chance. Lefty catcher with a lot of power. This is where the heat can start to rise for the Norwich offense. Norwich hasn't needed a hit to get to this point. A hit batsman, a walk in an air. Talk about gifting runners. Worcester has done it in the 9th. Now a bouncing ball to second. Wensley has it. He goes to first, his only play. Norwich gets a run on the RBI ground out. It's 8-3. Now it's the first baseman, Ryan Thompson. Toronto comes home to score on that play. Norwich looking to keep the movement going here in the 9th inning. Norwich has scored runs in the 8th and the 9th after striking for their only run in the 1st inning. David Siciliano had kept Norwich off the board. He went 5 scoreless today. The 1-0. Thompson lifts a fly ball in the air. This is shallow. It's going to be a tough play for CJ to make. And now 2 outs. So some nice work by McCarthy to settle things down. After Norwich had loaded the bases, here's Caden Fay. I mean, there was just nowhere for C.J. Nolan to try and think about going home. You don't want to run into the last out of the game. Rather routine play for the shortstop LeClaire. Now Norwich down to their final out. See if Norwich has a 2-out rally in them. The pitch to Fay, swung and missed for strike one. Fay today, a multi-hit game. He's been retired the last 2 trips to the plate. Really want to see a chance for Bryce Detweiler, who has rocked Worcester pitching this week. The 0-1, dribbler foul. 3-hit game for Detweiler today. 2 for 4 in the finale of that nightcap. Five for 12 overall is Detweiler. Norwich down to their final strike tonight. The 0-2. Outside and misses for ball 1. Sweeney at second, CJ at third. Detweiler waits on deck, hoping for a turn in the last of the ninth. 8-3 for the visitors as they make some noise from their third base dugout. Hoffman set up outside. The 1-2 home. Jammed inside is Fay. It's a fly ball in the air. Woodward underneath it. He makes the grab, and that's the ball game. Worcester takes care of Norwich on this Sunday matinee ball game. 8-3. The Bravehearts win it. It's win number 24 of the summer for the first place Bravehearts. Stick with us. Capital Property Group postgame show is headed your way next.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Much better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25. 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Welcome into the Norwich Sea Unicorns Capital Property Group postgame show. We'll keep it rather short. Worcester wins it. Final score 8-3 for the Bravehearts. 8 runs today on 10 hits. They made 2 errors. 3 runs for the Sea Unicorns on 6 hits, 2 errors. Norwich broke the scoring open in the first inning. It was a Bryce Detweiler RBI single after the Caden Fay leadoff knock. Today's Capital Property Group player of the game, it belongs to the Worcester Bravehearts. It is headed to David Siciliano. He picks up the win. 5 shutout innings, 5 strikeouts. He didn't walk anybody. He holds the Norwich offense to just 3 hits. David Siciliano picks up the victory as the Bravehearts win number 24 of the summer. Siciliano improves to 2-1. Cooper Maher suffers the loss. He works just a third of an inning. He allows 1 earned run on 1 hit. He walked 2. He struck out a batter. He also hit a batter with the pitch. Things really got out of control in this ball game over the middle innings. Worcester scored runs in each of the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. This game was a tie game after the 3rd inning. Bravehearts got on the board after the steal at home. Worcester took the lead in the 4th inning. That was thanks to a Ryan LeClaire hit by pitch with the bases loaded. It would force home the go-ahead marker in the 5th. The Bravehearts struck twice. It would be a Casey Wensley sac fly to center field. It would score Caleb Woodward. And then later, Jalen Sepulveda would reach on an air. Check that. Single to center field. A throwing error from the Norwich center fielder that sailed over the head of the Sea Unicorns catcher, Cal Chance, into the protective netting would allow Jackson Marshall to score on the play. Bravehearts added a run in the 6th on a Caleb Woodward RBI single. Back to the mound, Wyatt Hoffman would later score. The Bravehearts really broke the game open in the 7th inning. They struck for 3 runs. Daniel Cantafi, a bright spot for Norwich. He goes 2 1/3 innings of scoreless baseball. He holds Worcester hitless here today. Good to see Cantafi have that outing for himself. First game for him in nearly 2 weeks. It looked like he didn't miss a beat. He walked a batter. He didn't strike anybody out. But you talk about minimizing further damage. Cantafi does that over the final 2 innings. Once again, Worcester wins it. A lopsided one. Final score 8-3. Norwich tacked on a run in the 8th. One more in the 9th. Time of the ball game here today, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Bravehearts improved to 24-10 overall. Norwich falls back 4 games of 500, 15-19. Landon Manzi expected to take the mound for Norwich on Tuesday night in Nashua. Manzi was strong in his last outing. He went 3 innings, allowed just the 1 run. He had 5 strikeouts, a season high for himself. Norwich trying to get back on course next week when the Sea Unicorns are back in action. That's going to wrap things up here on the Capital Property Group post-game show. Once again, Worcester winners, final score 8-3 here at Dodd Stadium. For SNSN Sports, everybody with the Norwich Sea Unicorns, I'm Adam Plager saying so long and good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll be back with you next week when the Sea Unicorns return to action.
Stay off the infield grass.